Howdy my jollies, and welcome to my channel again. As Artfight is coming near to an end, I decided I'm going over some of the speed paints of my attacks. My first attack was on this character called Calidora, which was made by Cosmetics on Artfight. I did have some trouble trying to stylize her into a more cartoony style, but I managed, though the hair was a bit of a struggle to figure out. However, overall, I did enjoy drawing this character. I'm probably going to post more of my Artfight drawings, but I'm also open to drawing requests from you guys. Just leave a comment and I will draw it. Anyways, this is all I have to say for this part of the attack. They did attack back, which was nice because I drew one of my OCs. But, that's all I have to say for the speed paint. On to the next one. Anyways, on the next speed paint, we have a 3-character piece with a background, which was very difficult for me because I'm kind of bad at backgrounds. The plushie-like girl in the center is Pincushion, who is made by Saint Hugs on Artfight. In her bio, it's mentioned that she likes singing, so I decided to make her singing to a crowd. But then I was like, well, why not add more? At first I thought I would add people to the crowd, but then I couldn't figure out the perspective, so I decided to add 2 characters hiding from the curtains. Both characters are made by Patrotron, one being Hoagie on the right and Denjidoro on the left, both little cat plushie-like characters. Though I quite like Hoagie for his very silly, mischievous, cartoon cat kind of vibes. Anyways, this is all I have to say for this one. On to the 3rd speed paint. This is Esther Sterling. They are one of my TikTok mutuals OCs that I decided to draw. I was admittedly a bit nervous that I would do poorly because I actually knew this person, and I wanted them to be happy with the result. I was so nervous that I went into coloring first without doing my line art, and then I painstakingly had to draw the line art over the coloring. It was generally just not a good time. However, I do really like their OC, so I did just keep on grinding, keep on going. Gotta keep trucking for my mutuals to be happy, and also to draw a really pretty picture. That's most of my art motivation, I think. I had already known the lore, but they gave an in-depth explanation on it in their Artfight profile. So I was immediately going like, oh, I could draw from their lore. So I drew their little character, Esther over here, looking all sad in a lake because his husband and his baby are, dead. Which, less than great. So I decided to let my boy mourn and draw him mourning. Though while I was doing this, I did process that I don't know how to draw water. So I just kind of fooled around until I found something that looked good. And I added the spirals because I thought they were a nice little aesthetic choice and to match all the little spirals on his body. Anyways, I finished this off and I put it as an attack. And they seem to really like it, which is good. Because, I spent like 3 or 4 hours trying to make this. It was a struggle. Anyways, that's all I have to say for the speed paint, and on to the 4th one. Anyways, this attack started because I posted the speed paint attack that you saw a moment ago of Esther, and one of my mutuals was like, man, I would cry if somebody drew my OC in that style. And I was like, well, what's your Artfight? And they're like, oh, it's this. And I was like, bet, I'm gonna draw them right now. And so I went through their profile looking at all of their OCs, and I wasn't sure which one I wanted to pick. But then I saw an alien girl. No specified name, so I'm just calling her Alien Girl. But I was like, ooh, I like that design. And I look in the description and it says, something about her giving free repairs. In parentheses, she's not very good at that. So it gave me an idea. I wanted to draw her in front of like a broken like car or something, or like anything broken that's mechanical. But I was also like, I don't want to draw that. But then I was like, it'd be really funny to put a blurred stock photo in the background of my semi-realistic cartoony art style in the front. And I was right. So I went onto Google, searching up first broken car stock photos, and I chose the one that looked the absolute roughest, and I put it in the background. And I was like, perfect. And then I started drawing the alien girl, saying that she fixed it. She did not. I love her desperately. She is adorable. I eventually showed that mutual this art piece, and they really loved it, which I was happy because, you know, I spent a lot of time drawing the alien girl. Not so much on the background, but you know. I thought it was really fun, and she's very silly, so I love this piece. Anyways, that's all I have to say for this attack. So, moving on to the next speed paint in just a moment. This speed paint was a level 2 revenge on cosmetics because they attacked me back after I made the first speed paint you guys saw. At first I wasn't sure what I was going to do, but then I saw that they had a polyamorous couple, and I was like, well, I could make chibis of them holding hands. I think that would be cute. Though there were some struggles because I don't typically draw chibis, and this is honestly my first time drawing chibis in this specific art style. So it was a little difficult. At this point, between designing my new persona and doing other attacks, I was kind of burned out, so I was really struggling on this. Kept making mistakes like merging layers, drawing on the wrong layer, accidentally leaving that one smudge that you can't find in your 50 different layers, accidentally drawing things in the wrong place, drawing on the sketch layer, things like that. It was a bit hellish, if I'm going to be honest, but you know, it's fine. It's just a skip and a hop away from being done. Just gotta get it done. Yeah. Oh. But I do like how it turned out, though I was really nervous. It was a very trust the process kind of drawing. I wasn't sure what to do with the background, and I was like, well, I want to do a simple background, but I don't want it to be too simple, so I made a pattern in the background, and I put a bunch of hearts, because, you know, Your Honor, they are in love, they are married, I love them desperately. When I was finished with it, I submitted it to Artfight, and I was really nervous that they wouldn't like it because they had made such pretty art of the OC and I didn't want to disappoint, but they luckily ended up loving it very much in the comments, and even left us a little comment talking about how much they love this piece and their OCs. And overall, there was no hate received for this art, so I guess I'm decent enough at drawing chibis that people like it, which is good because that was like one of my first time drawing chibis in general, let alone in such a rendered style. I find their OCs and their designs really cool and overall pretty cute, which is why I'm glad that they liked it. By the way, this is what they made for me in the first chain of revenge. Look at it, oh my god, it's so pretty! But yeah, I really enjoyed the piece they made for me. God, I made this long, man. I really should have shortened that speed paint. I gotta get my 10 minutes in, so maybe the algorithm is a little kinder than me. Because algorithm is unkind. This is the last speed paint of the video, and it's made as a revenge because they made a little sculpture of the head of my little PNG tuber, and I was so hyped, and I was like, I'm going to draw one of your characters back so hard. And I was like, I don't know what their characters look like, so I went to their profile, and when I looked on the profile, I saw this little strawberry cat that I absolutely had to draw, because who wouldn't want to draw a strawberry cat? Well, probably people who can't draw cats or strawberries, but, you know, I really liked the look of this character, so I was like, oh heck yeah, I'm gonna draw them. I was like, well, what style? So I kind of switched between two different styles, but I eventually landed on just a little silly cartoony one because why not? That seems fun. Who doesn't like a silly cartoony art style? Like, really? If they don't, maybe they just don't have whimsy. Maybe they just don't have joy. But I made it, and they seemed to really like it when I, like, showed them. So, very good. All good. Woo! Anyways, this is the end of the video. That's all I have for you guys today. All of my Artfight pieces so far. If I do more, I might make a part 2. But I do have other video ideas, such as redesigns of Has Been Hotel and stuff, if any of you are interested in that. Both one where I don't tweak the shells too much, and one where I completely rewrite it. Because, you know, that sounds like a fun concept. But, you know, whatever you guys think, really. I'll probably also post OC content regardless, but that's all I have for today. I hope you have a good day or night, wherever you are, and thank you for watching. Like and subscribe, comment maybe. I would appreciate it greatly, because this took forever to make. So, but thank you for watching. Goodbye, my jollies!